Hey there, welcome to Players Only. That's right, a Players Only edition of Game Time. We had 6 games tonight. A couple of them were blowouts, we'll be honest with you. That's right, it's the two-man game. We can both switch. You could be center, I could be power forward. We can switch it up, but got my man Kevin McHale here. I'm Chris Webber, and let's get out to a game that was exciting, at least for the first few moments. As Mama call him Clay, I'ma call him Clay. Golden State, K-Mac. While these highlights go on, just let me tell you what they did tonight. In the first quarter, they set an NBA record. That's right, NBA record with what? 51 points in the first quarter.
Oh.
Then they set a franchise record, as you see Durant pull up a 3. And that's 10 threes in the first quarter. This is the 10th time this season they've scored 40 or more points in a quarter.
Ooh.
How about they shot 60% from the field? This is the 4th game of the season in which they've scored 140 plus points. This is the 10th game in which they've won by 20 or more. And Kev, just let me hit you with this. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. You want to know what they shot from the three-point line?
I do.
18 for 26. How ridiculous
That's
is
hard
that?
to do in the gym by yourself with no one guarding you.
I mean, come on, man.
That's ridiculous. All I can tell you is they were ready to play Denver, who had a better record than they did coming into this game. And Denver right now is saying, ooh, that's what it looks like when Golden State's mad and really focused and wants to come after you. So this is a heck of a learning game for Denver, but Golden State was on fire, and they played so well. I mean, you look at it, they had 40, I think they had 40 assists as a team.
Yeah.
Just, great ball movement, great defense, and all locked in.
How about this? The Warriors come in a half game out of first place. Guess who's in first place now? That's right, your Golden State Warriors. And speaking of that, we caught up with Draymond Green after the game.
Draymond, you
got a chance to talk about Flint players earlier and guys from that area. And again, I believe, I don't even think I mentioned him on this. Flint players are the most per capita. And you said a little something tonight. Draymond got back to playing day-to-day type basketball. Those 13 assists from him tonight. But how about this? 38 assists on 57 shots came out.
Yeah, that's right. They had 38 assists out there. And Draymond had a Draymond night. He shot the ball 5 times. He's plus 41. Now, whether you believe...
Come on, man.
Okay, the plus minus, you can say plus 41. And when he's popping the ball and moving it, he did it tonight 4 or 5 times where he got it and drove it down the gut.
Right away.
Yeah, no hesitation.
Yeah.
He sucks the defense, got a lob. All of a sudden, the guy doesn't come over, throws it out to the corner. And that's where he's at his best. When he's hesitant offensively and pump faking and not doing stuff, when he's attacking the basket and making defenders come to him. Because here's the thing I'd tell Draymond. When you get it, just attack. If nobody comes, just dunk it.
Yeah.
If somebody comes, you got good enough vision. I'm not worried about you finding the guy.
That's right.
But make a play. Just attack the rim. So it was a typical game for him, and that was about as good as I've seen Golden State play on both sides of the ball all year long.
6 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 for 5 from the field. That's a Draymond-like game. And he said even earlier that he loves to facilitate, but a little here on the defense, how
love that.
Curry leads his defensive man right to Draymond, stays in the pocket, gets the steal, the quick, fast breaking. What do you see here on offense?
You know, they're just going to keep moving the ball. They're going to get up there. They set a nice screen for him, but watch this. It's how fast they're moving now. Watch how he drops the ball. Immediately puts that dribble and puts pressure on the defense. That's where Draymond Green is almost unguardable when he's making really quick decisions. And you're going to see right here now, just a little bit of a pick here, just to give that big, hold up that big. And he comes off, nice screen set right here.
Rotates late. Wow.
Yes, exactly. And look at that. Now he makes a beautiful little bounce pass over here. And again, another dunk. So what you're seeing on the first clip, the defensive clip, is that you're going to get beat in our league. You can't put your hands on him. Steph gets beat, but he doesn't get out of the play. He runs back in the play, gets a steal, and Green picks up his man. They were really helping each other on both sides of the ball. And when they're playing like that, that's encouraging for me, because I'll tell you what, I've been down on this team all year long, really, at Golden State. They just haven't played up to their capabilities yet. But they start playing like they did tonight. It gets me excited, because I love seeing a different style of. It's the pass. It's not the dribble.
Yeah.
Clay, what did you say Clay was? You said 13 for 19.
Come on, man.
I bet he took 10 dribbles.
Yeah, I bet he may have taken less than that. Yeah, exactly.
And so I love watching that style of play.
Yeah, I love it too. And I think the reason why we get frustrated with the Warriors is because we know that they pay attention to detail. We know that they know what they're doing or not doing. And when they play great, it's just a work of art.
It's your boy 3D. We're here for another Players Only. Here with Coach Saunders. And Coach, appreciate you spending a little time with me. First of all, what comes to mind to me is I've been around you for a while. You love this game of basketball. When you got the phone call, you were taking over as coach. What went through your mind?
I mean, it was definitely a shock in terms of just being unexpected. You know, and then a lot of things go through your mind. Being quite frank, first thing was that I needed to speak to my mother and my wife, and some other people, just to, you know, I want to make educated decisions on things. But then when things settled down and everything kind of came together, then you kind of realize, you know, this is a great opportunity.
I believe you have this personality with the way the new NBA is to speak to the young stars today. How was that first conversation with Wiggs and Cat saying, hey guys, I'm the new voice, I need you guys to play like all-stars?
I mean, just kind of like that. And it's, you know, I'd like to think it's not going to come from me, it's going to come from within themselves. And I'm big, you know, I learned from my father, I learned from a number of great people in terms of that players are the ones that you put them in positions where they can both have freedom, succeed, but also have structure with things, and then it's up to them ultimately.
Let's get to it. 452 twists.
Yep,
There's so many options to that play.
Yeah.
What made you go to it, and what gave you the confidence to call it?
Well, it was really one of those things that I was sitting in my room, hadn't had a lot of sleep at that point. I was sitting in my room in Oklahoma City, and I knew in walkthrough I wanted to you know, put our first play in, and I was trying to think what would be, you know, the best thing to go to, and 452 twist kept coming to my mind, and only for the simple fact of you only get one first play coaching in the NBA, and for me to give a silent ode, I didn't tell anybody or anything, but a silent ode to my father, my late father, meant a lot to me.
Yeah. And we were just sharing off camera that you were playing against New Orleans.
Yeah.
And take me that little secret.
Yeah, actually, Alvin Gentry ran 452 twists for Anthony Davis for the first play, and they ended up scoring, and they scored on it again. And he looked down and gave me a thumbs up and a big smile, and, you know, patted his heart, and so that was a nice moment from him.
Being around guys like C. Webb and Kevin Garnett, how does that help you for the job?
Just that right there, just being around those types of people, and those types of players, and how they prepare in their professionalism. That is what has prepared me for this. So I give a ton of credit to those guys. And you, I remember I was a little guy when you were in Minnesota for a little bit, hitting threes.
Yes.
So yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely.
All right, good luck, rest
Thank
of
you.
I was going to make an announcement that Ryan Saunders looks just like Skeets from the starters over there, but I'm not going to. Oh, we got Wes Will. Let's stop it. All right. Bam, what we got today for the Will? I can't read this. Oh, locker room talk. Well, hey, guys, when I was in college, you know how when you go to the Final Four and things like that, or big games, they bring a local hero to talk to you. And for us, it was Isaiah Thomas. I mean, imagine this in college. I'm 18 years old. I literally broke like a pane glass. I was just so hyped that he came in and he would talk to us and share it. And I want to go out to our man, our point guard, Zeke. What up, Brendan Hayward? We can get to you in a second, my brother. But I want to go out to Zeke. Now, Zeke, you're one of the smallest men ever to play in the NBA and have such a dominating career. They call you a little point guard. What the hell were you doing in the New Orleans Saints locker room inspiring all those big guys? First of all, tell me what you told them, and then tell me how you got to that after. But what did you say to the guys in the locker room? Come on, man.
Well, I just talked about championship play.
No. Tell us like you told them, Zeke. Tell us like you told them in the locker room, Zeke.
I told them that the three most important things that champions need to play with is what I call ice, and that is intensity, concentration, and energy. And how long can you sustain concentration? And most people can't concentrate for 2.5 hours in a game. And if you can sustain concentration and put energy and intensity into that concentration along with your skill and game plan, then you got a chance to win. And you saw they fell behind, but they were able to concentrate. And, you know, we just talked about, you know, the relationship that Mike Ornstein and I have, and Coach Sean Payton and I have, and how we talked about how you become leaders, and the greatest leaders of all time, whether it be Jesus Christ, Buddha, Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, they were all servants. They were servants to men. And how do you be a servant to your teammate? You get the best out of your teammate by helping him achieve. You get the best out of your teammate by helping him succeed. And we watched Mike Ornstein lay in a coma for 20 days, and he got up, and now he's back. So they gave us the game ball. Coach Payton gave Mike Ornstein a game ball, gave myself one game ball, and he gave Mrs. Benson, the owner, the other game ball. So we were happy to be a part of the Saints win the other day.
Zeke, I mean, I'm going to call Chico in here during the commercial and dunk on him because you got me hyped right now. And we got a little bit of tape from you in that locker room, man. And, you know, y'all think Zeke is calm and cool, and which he is, but this is how he gets locker rooms hyped. That's right. This is a pro locker room. Zeke, congratulations. It's so great because you've inspired so many of us. It's great to see that transfer across all type of genres, all type of sports. And I just thought that was really cool that one of the best, if not the best, small point guard in the game was in there inspiring thousands of pounds of big football players.
Tens of thousands of pounds.
Yeah, right. Tens of thousands of pounds. And, Brendan, we want to welcome you to the desk tonight. Now, I know you played 14 years in this league, but you know how they do it, brother. You did your thing in Dallas. You did your thing in D.C. for the Wizard, but I got a question. What's up with your Cavs this year? What's the problem with y'all?
Oh, why they my Cavs?
Because you played there 1 year.
I played there 1 year. I didn't even get to play. See, well,
14 years.
I watched
Not my
LeBron play
Cavs.
for 1 year.
Tell us how you really feel. No, guys, we're looking forward to hearing the call from you. I love hearing from you, Brandon. B, I love hearing from you. College game, can't wait for that to come up, and enjoy you being here with us tonight. But we'll be a little bit back. We'll be back with y'all in a little bit. Chico, get in here so I can dunk on you out there. Got me hyped. Ice, baby. People can't concentrate longer than 2.5 hours in the game, but that man can. He knows a little something about ice. Joel Embiid, the big man. In the words of Kevin McHale, he said, look, I'd ask the team to come over here, and I'd say, look, fellas, he's the man. And there it is. Breaking news, breaking news. That's right. Sean Saunders is the brother of our man Skeets. He'll be on the starters next week. We'll be back, baby.